The hitman knew that if he took out the billionaire in front of him, he would earn $1 billion, but it was nearly impossible. The billionaire lived on a heavily guarded island. For 2 miles in every direction, elite bodyguards surrounded him, providing 24-hour protection. Even the delivery workers were searched before stepping onto the island. Drones patrolled the sky. Killing him seemed hopeless, but the hitman didn't give up. After watching for days, he noticed the billionaire had a habit: he swam in the ocean every day. So, the hitman decided to take a 5,000-meter sniper shot from the sea. He rented a fishing boat as cover. When he reached the perfect spot, he killed the captain without hesitation. Sniping on water was much harder than on land, but the hitman was prepared. He strapped on an expensive stabilizer and clipped 4 high-explosive rounds to his belt. Before each shot, he carefully adjusted his gear. With the waves rocking the boat, the stabilizer was crucial. Once ready, he stood on the shaky deck, fine-tuning his scope for a perfect kill. Suddenly, a drone flew overhead. The hitman quickly covered his rifle with a cloth and pretended to fish. When security in the monitoring room saw the boat, they didn't react. It was a regular supply ship, and it was outside the safe zone. Once the coast was clear, the billionaire stepped out of his villa, escorted by bodyguards, ready for his swim. This was the hitman's chance. He loaded his rifle, but just as he took aim, a huge wave hit. The boat lurched, and he nearly fell. By the time he steadied himself, the billionaire had already dived into the water. The opportunity was gone. Now he had to wait for him to surface for air. But as he focused on his target, a patrol boat sped toward him. The hitman had no choice. He swung his rifle and shot the patrolman dead. The gunshot gave away his position. Time was running out. He had to kill the target fast. The security chief spotted him and yelled for the bodyguards to protect the billionaire. One guard shoved the billionaire underwater. He could only hold his breath for so long. The hitman timed it perfectly. When the billionaire surfaced, he pulled the trigger, but a bodyguard jumped in front, taking the bullet. Now, the hitman had 1 bullet left. If he missed, the $1 billion was gone forever. The billionaire took a deep breath and dove again, swimming desperately toward the island. But his movements left ripples in the water, revealing his position. The hitman held his breath, waiting for the final moment. Finally, the billionaire surfaced for air, and the hitman fired without hesitation. The bullet struck his neck, killing him instantly. Mission complete. The hitman exhaled and sped away. But fate had a cruel twist. The client didn't just refuse to pay, he sent men to kill the hitman instead.